Broadcast funding of Rod and Reel on Vermont ETV has been provided by Tudhope Marine, serving the boating public with quality products for over 28 years, and by Shearer Chevrolet, the home of tough Chevy trucks that have taken Vermonters to the outdoors for over 50 years.
Hi, folks. Welcome to today's edition of Rod and Reel. Well, you know, when Saiff starts turning dark in April, I'm not on Lake Ontario. We're in the Turks and Caicos Islands in the British West Indies, the island of Provo. Providenciale is the way it's actually pronounced, but the natives around here all call it Provo. We've come down at their invitation here at Third Turtle Inn to do some sport fishing. Use some of the techniques that we've used out on Lake Ontario, flatlining primarily. We're going to be fishing some of the shelves and coral outcroppings along the shores of Provo in the hopes that we can tie into a big one or two and have some fun. Now, I know not everyone gets a chance to fly to the British West Indies and do sport fishing. This is our first time. So we'd like to put you behind the rod with us and let you experience everything we're experiencing. I'm sure you'll get the feel for it. Maybe not the heat of the sun, but we'll do our best. My special fishing guest today is one of our hosts here in the island, Peter Watts. Peter, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Bill.
A Brit.
That's right, yes. Whoops, losing my hat here.
Now, your dad's been on the island here since, last September.
That's right, yeah.
This is now April, so you've just arrived not too long ago.
I came here in December.
In December? You know the island fairly well already, then?
I'm getting my way around it, yes.
You're a diver?
I'm a diver primarily, yeah. I enjoy the diving.
So you know where the fish are?
I know where the fish are.
You're
under the
water.
water.
Under the water. Under the water. Yeah. Well, today we're going to be fishing what? Ledges up?
Well, ledges up on Northwest Point. Ranges in depth from about 60 feet to, say, 6,000 feet, dramatically.
At 6,000 feet, we may cross swords with anything big, then?
Anything big, from wahoo, dolphin, barracuda.
Maybe
you never know what might hook.
We're fishing on your dad's boat this morning, which is in...
19-foot Robalo.
And right now, it's captained by my son, Darren, who had some fun, I guess, fishing with your mom the other day out here. He run it all over the place.
That's right, yeah.
So he's come along with us to the islands to do some fishing also. Let's discuss what we might be dragging the way of lures today. I brought along some jawbreakers and some big bombers, and you've got some feathers to skip.
We've got some yellow feathers to skip along the surface. Can bring up anything from wahoo to barracuda, maybe the odd dolphin as well. It's a general purpose sort of...
What I want to know is what happens if we hit a marlin?
We will have problems.
Let's go try for a problem.
All right, let's go.
Hit it, Darren. Hit it.
Funding for Rod and Reel is made possible by Cotton Cordell Tackle. The name lives on. Hedden, a tradition since 1894. Rebel, products for fishermen throughout the world. Lawrence Electronics Incorporated, makers of electronic sonar. And Daiwa Corporation, manufacturers of Daiwa Power rods and reels.
Looks like a nice morning, huh?
Very nice, a bit windy.
Looking forward to this? You awake yet this morning?
I'm awake.
You're awake?
I'm awake.
I don't know. Under those shades, I can't see your eyes. Could be a good day. I think pull those jawbreakers and skip some feathers and see what happens.
You've got southeasterly wind. You can just see it by the way the boats are lying.
Wind's kind of blowing down the island. I think you're going to go down the north end?
That's right, yeah. See what we can pick up.
A little more lee there, huh? Boy, that water's pretty blue, Pete.
It is lovely today, yeah. When we get outside, though, a bit choppy, but...
Think it'll be a bit choppy out there? Do you ever have a bad day on the island?
Yes, we do. Occasionally, when the northerly wind comes across,
Picks up real heavy,
it gets up very heavy. Get about sort of 10, 15-foot rollers coming in.
See any rays, Darren?
No, we saw a couple last night under the bridge, but haven't seen any yet today.
Said, well, one was an eagle ray and one was
a spotted gray eagle ray, I guess, and the other was southern stingray, they said.
How big was the eagle?
I'd say it's about 6 feet across.
That's
All that happened when your father was sleeping, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, that's pretty.
Yeah. Clear blue.
Well, what do you say? We'll boogie on out and get it. You're going to go outside the reef.
They go outside the reef, I'll take it down and run it down from the inside the reef until we get to the appropriate point, and I'll take it through the reef, through a place called Fuller's Gap.
Look at the school of fish going right across the bow of the boat.
Yeah,
The water's so clear you can see them moving. Is that something? We moved out through the cut to the ocean. Peter's father, Ron, had told me that this lagoon was man-made when they'd cut a trench through the outer barrier to allow the water to flow in. Third Turtle is built on the side of this lagoon. They have a fleet of diving boats and small sport fishing boats in which they take guests out into the ocean. A dive shop is located adjacent to the dock, and it's the favorite spot for Peter and his crew to hang out. Pete's 19-foot Robalo is powered by a couple of OMC 70-horsepower Johnson outboards. When you're messing around in the ocean, that far from the mainland, it's a good idea to have twin power, and most boats down there do. Pete took us around the northern tip of the island, where my son Darren and I went to work, putting out some freshwater fast tracks and some rebel jawbreakers. And we were just fishing. We didn't know what we were going to find, but whatever was there, that's what we were after. I'd brought along some of my freshwater gear, a little on the heavier side, like my downrigger rods and my downrigger reels, not knowing quite what to expect. It wasn't long, and we had our first fish on.
What do you get on there, that fast track?
Hit that orange one, son. An orange fast track. Not too big. I want to get him in before Cuda comes along.
You just picked it up and gave it a little tug and let it back in, and he must have seen that motion and grabbed it.
I just checking the speed on it, and I picked it up and pumped it once, and he whacked it.
Yeah, you better get her in, though. There you go.
Oh.
At least we broke the ice.
What do you call it, Pete?
I think it's a little tuna or blue.
It'll be jack of
I don't
some
know that
kind,
one
isn't
very
it?
well.
Yeah, okay. It'll be jack of some kind, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing like knowing your fish, right?
Fish, huh?
That's
Told you folks, we started this show, I was out of my element.
Looks like you might be a good eating fish, though. What do you think?
yeah, I've eaten that one before.
Not this one you haven't.
Not that one.
Could I have a spare pliers, please? Could I have spare pliers, please?
He's awful solid little fish, huh?
Yeah. I think we got a jack here, some kind of. As Wink would say, it's a fish. It's got a head and a tail, and it goes like this. Where's our bucket? We're going to put him.
Under there.
In
Just
here?
lift the hatch up.
Put a little water in there, Pete?
There's a little bit of fresh water in there. You can put a bit of sea if you like, a bit extra.
Just take a dip bucket and bucket it right in.
There's one in
Get
there
that
already.
dip bucket right in there, Darren. Okay. Let's pick her up again. He hit the, Now, I know we shouldn't be fooling around the ocean with stuff like this, because that's a freshwater fast track, but...
It's pretty. I don't think it's good for much anything here.
Well, he liked it.
Yeah?
Let's try it again. How deep were we, Pete? 25 feet or so?
Yeah, 25 feet.
I was in fairly short with that line, too, there. He got a houndy, Pete. They're spectacular jumpers, Darren.
What are? What's that?
Darren is tied into a houndfish here, needlefish. Watch him come out of water. They're wild jumpers. Just don't let him get in the other line, Darren. Don't let him jump and get in the other line. He's coming right under.
All right.
Your sister hooked one of those off Cat Island one time, Darren. It was about 2.5,
I've already got into
3
that.
feet long.
No, he hasn't. No, he
He
hasn't.
hasn't. He's clean. Just keep coming with him. He's got it something. I think he's got that. He may have another line in there. I don't know. If it is, it's probably this one here. This one here is slack.
He's pulling you back.
Yeah. That lure is hit right underneath in pretty good shape, so I don't know. He may not be wrapped up, maybe just the way the lure's wrapped in.
I got that other line.
Oh, he picked up another line too, didn't he?
Yeah.
What kind of fish you call that?
Needlefish or houndfish, I think. What they call a houndy.
In England, we call that a garfish.
Not much meat on it.
No, that's true.
I call it a mess.
Yeah.
Them orange fast tracks doing the trick today.
You got him, Pete?
Yeah.
I'll bet you don't.
They call him back?
Yeah. I was looking for some bit of bait.
Are you using for bait fish afterwards?
Could do, yeah.
Throw in a tank there, Darren. We'll use it for bait fish if we ground fish.
It's like an oversized ballyhoo, really, isn't it?
No, maybe.
Yeah, oversized ballyhoo is right. Left me with a mess. Well, we'll get it straightened out and get another way. You're right, Darren. The second we put a sandwich in our
There
mouth.
it is. Change the surface. He dived. Yeah. I think I can eat it.
Looks like a cuda. Small cuda, I think. No, mackerel. I think it might be mackerel.
Good.
Or is it cuda?
No, it's good.
Cuda. Put him on this side, Pete, and I'll take him off right here.
Mind he don't bite you.
I don't want to get the hooks for a lure. I'm not near as worried about him. Barracuda. Look at the teeth on him. Ooh. Grab hold of fire.
Look at it's your jawbreaker.
Big choppers. Let him back in the water here. Whew.
Here, Bill has that. He hit that.
Yeah, that comes from the hooks wearing like this.
Right.
But he chomped it, no question about grabbing that. You can see his teeth marks on it here. Okay. We'll set up again, Captain, so far. A houndy, a jack, and a cuda. Is she in gear, Darren?
Yep.
Okay.
You're
Bring
a
her
line
up
back.
slightly. You want to set that outside line for? I'll set it. You drive. Got this. I want to check the speed on it, Pete. I think I got a cuda.
Well, he came right up behind the boat and nailed it.
Pete, that's a trick, playing that shallow water close behind that reef.
Yeah.
I got something with a little bit of weight to it here.
This thing here is as big as that last fish we had. He came right at the boat. I didn't think it was much at all. And then all of a sudden he turned and decided to go the other way. I suspicion there was a fish on it when I could see the red keel, but I couldn't see the red lure.
Looks like you have your fish.
This is a pretty good fish, yeah.
What is it?
Woo-hoo! jump.
Well, I'll trade with you here. I don't know, you can go back to the other way.
Trade with me.
He's going deep on you.
There he comes.
Oh, that's a fair size.
Not a bad barracuda. Boy, it takes line. Saltwater muskellunge right there. I'm just trying to see how long it takes to tire him. How you doing?
I get about another 50 feet in.
We're going to have two cuda jumping around the boat here at once, I think. He hit the jawbreaker?
Yeah, he hit that bigger one.
Let's hit that Rebel fast track.
You want to give you a hand here?
You just hold the rod for a second, Casey.
No, I haven't got a cuda. I got something else. Pinkish fish.
What the hell?
And pair of pliers?
He's lost half of it.
Looks like a grouper. You got a grouper there, and that's a good eater?
That's a good eater, that.
That's a beautiful eater.
I'll bring him right up.
Looks like a strawberry. Strawberry grouper. That's what you got. Get him in the boat.
There we go.
Look at that.
You got the players dead?
Yeah, right. 1 second. I'm trying to get this cuda loose before he jumps in my hand. Oh, hold still, dang ya. There he goes.
What do I call that?
Strawberry grouper, there.
Dinner.
At least I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
My limited amount of salt water fooling around. Either way, as Wink would say, it's a fish. Now you'd wonder what a fish like that. Hang on 1 second. Got him. What a fish like that would be doing attacking a lure. Take a look at that lure by comparison. Put it up alongside. Yeah, almost as big as the fish.
With a mouth that size. Look at that.
Okay, let's put him in the box, Jen. Just kick this aside and we'll throw him in there for now.
Put him right in the other side there.
Okay, pull it up. Got him there?
Look at this little house.
Oh, I got one too.
Got one?
Either that or we tangled, but no. A honey, it's a honey. Look at him go. Going like 60 with him. Look at that honey go. Look at that honey
you
go.
got there.
Oh, yellowtail. Good. Look at this honey. Watch him jump. Watch him jump. Boy, they're fast. Boy, do they ever move, don't they, Pete?
Yeah. Because we hit the side. Something else hit him on the side. Mind yourself, mind yourself.
When I get up in there tight enough, I gotta open up that well and we'll put them in there if we're gonna go bait fishing. That word we'll use them, huh?
Yeah.
About the only thing they're good for, right?
About right.
The business end of a honey. Boy, do they ever go. Woo! Hi, Darren.
That's a little yellowtail.
It's all in there.
There is.
I got 3 or 4 little eaters.
Get the show back on the road.
The boys continued to troll and catch fish. I made myself busy cutting up that houney into chunks of bait so that we could ground fish for some decent-sized grouper. Darren, in the meantime, was busy putting a few more yellowtail in the box for supper. Boy, that's a fine-eating fish. We anchored up 60 foot of water, right on the edge where she drops down into 1,200. And Peter warned the fish that he was coming down with a big chunk of bait. With all of our lines set, I had something pick up my sand eel. See me still there?
Sucked it. Must have felt the hook.
Hang on, here goes. He's still there, Pete. I gotta get over here, I can set it, because I got all this slime on the bottom of the boat.
Got him there.
I had him. He let go of it. He let go of that eel. I wonder if he still got the eel or not. Boy, that was a big fish. See that pole bend, Darren?
Yeah, I got one stuck in that line right now.
Look at that. He snapped that line right off. You got him, Darren?
Yeah, man. Well, he hit hard. I don't know what he is. Oh, nice grouper, Ted.
Now you're cooking, Darren. Now you're cooking.
Suck that hook right in.
There's a fish. He's coming up, but everybody has got him coming in the right direction. Oh, he's grabbing me pretty good now, but I don't know what he is. But let's find out what we got here. Aha! We got us a fish. That's a fish.
That is a fish.
That's a fish. Don't ask me what.
Sounds ask me either.
Be a snapper of some kind, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know my ocean fish, and I don't pretend to know my ocean fish. I know one thing, it is not a Chinook salmon.
He's pretty.
Pretty if you're another fish.
That ain't no my, that's not my chart either, that one.
That was not on your charts? Well, I know everybody in the audience is laughing like crazy that knows the ocean fish and says that dummy doesn't know what he's got. Well, got to start somewhere. Now, I know he's got an awful set of upper teeth. He's got some pretty good lower ones, too, but I'll try to... Yeah, that cost me. Guess we'll do it this way from now on. Pretty blood. Okay. Bring me the live well. Tell you one thing, Mr. Johnson. Well, Hopkins and the Troubles work. Back down I go with my bloody stub. He got me 3 times, Pete.
Gee. He's the vicious one.
I'm smart enough not to thumb a barracuda, but, you know, I got to try everything. Learn the hard way. Is that what I told you this morning about coming along and experiencing everything? You want to experience a hurt? Oh, well. All goes to the turf.
Let me find a little something to use here. Think you should try one of these?
Go ahead. You better put a big hook on, though.
Yeah, I think I will change hooks. You stay
If you're going to do it, because he,
At least just loaded with those little strawberries.
Yeah, that's good, John. Yeah.
Why not?
I'd go with the other one, Pete. What
One
size
size
we got?
down.
I go with that medium size
This
one
one
right
here.
there. Yeah. Get ready to rig. It'll rig him right in the back for you. So. Well, they weren't the biggest fish in the world, but that night, the chef back at the Third Turtle cooked them up for us, and I'll tell you, my stomach couldn't tell the difference. We don't always get the big one on rod and reel. You see the trip, more or less the way it happens. Sometimes you see us just standing there, messing with a bait. Here's Peter teasing a shark. Picked up the big chunk of bait, dashed under the boat, and left Pete with a smidgen. We never did get him. And then there's always the oddball time, when the bottom of the ocean bites. You set the hook firmly, and you're locked in mortal combat with Mother Earth. Time after time, the grouper down there would grab that bait and dive right into a rock hole. I had a good day with my son Darren and with Peter. I always like fishing the ocean because you never know what you might expect to find when you drop the bait down there. Sometimes you come back with an empty hook. But that's fishing. It's been a fun day, Pete.
Yeah.
Appreciate you taking us out. Very much so.
It's a good day.
We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you'll be here with us next week on Rod and Reel.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Rod and Reel. Now stay tuned to Vermont ETV for Modern Maturity, next.
From time to time, people would like to know specific things about fishing, tackle, and technique. So we thought on some of our programs, we'd put up our mailing address. You can write your public television station or contact us right here at Rod and Reel, 1056 Arsenal Street, Watertown, New York. The postal code is 13601. We'll help if we can.
Funding for Rod and Reel is made possible by Cotton Cordell Tackle. The name lives on. Hedden, a tradition since 1894. Rebel, products for fishermen throughout the world. And Lowrance Electronics Incorporated, makers of electronic sonar. And Daiwa Corporation, manufacturers of Daiwa power rods and reels.
Broadcast funding of Rod and Reel on Vermont ETV has been provided by Tudhope Marine, serving the boating public with quality products for over 28 years, and by Shearer Chevrolet, the home of tough Chevy trucks that have taken Vermonters to the outdoors for over 50 years.